Salute everybody. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Do you have a Naziah Harris dream or spiritual reading part 2? Pull up. This will be an open panel. I'm going to drop my link. When I drop the link, if you would like to come up on a panel, please feel free to come up on the panel. Now, just like part 1, we're going to do part 2 the same. So if you wasn't around for part 1, let me just explain the purpose of this demonstration. All right. Many people have been reaching out to me, sending me things, and just basically letting me know that they have had dreams about Naziah, or they even spoke on them having the gift, just like the mediums and the other spiritual readers. So this is for you all right? So if you want to come up and if you want to tell your dream, feel free. Now, we're going to react to, I believe her name is Divine Diva Tarot. All right. Now, I'm not going to play all of her demonstration because I want her to get all the traffic. So I will be reacting to Divine Diva Tarot. Many of you have sent that to me to react to it. All right. Let me just grab a few comments and then we're going to jump straight into this. Oh, I just watched that last night. I wonder who the lady is that she is referring to that took into and ghosted her. Now, I don't know anything. All right. So all I'm going to do is just follow up. I've gotten some good remarks about this demonstration that she done. So big shout out to Divine Diva Tarot. We're going to be going over that. Let me give it to her now because I'm confused. Sama was never a moderator on this platform, but let me just give her a wrench. 11 Lab Studio is here. Give me a minute, y'all. Okay, there you go, Sama. So the purpose of this demonstration is to give everybody an opportunity to give their perspective. I've said it in part 1 and I'm going to say it in part 2. Everybody's perspective and everybody's opinions matter. Also, there are many that do have the gift of a medium. And I want you all to feel comfortable over here. There's many that have dreams of Naziah. I want you all to have a safe place to come and share your gift with. All right. Hot Girl says, I don't believe in stuff like this. I'm wait till you stop talking about spiritual reading. Catch you on another video when you are not doing spiritual readings. Enjoy your night. All right. Appreciate you, Hot Girl. And I'm going to say it for the 1,000th time. Listen, y'all. Listen. Everybody don't rock with the mediums. Everybody don't rock with the spiritual readers. That's fine. I already said that. That's fine if you don't rock with them. But do us all a favor and just stay in my bushes. You know what I mean? Don't even come in the chat and tell us that y'all don't believe in it. That's fine. That's fine. Let's just be respectful, y'all. Real talk. Let's be respectful. If you don't believe in it, fine. But there are many that do believe in it. And that's what this demonstration is for. Those that believe in it. You can't get mad at those that believe in it, but let them be, is what I'm trying to say. All right. And I ain't going to keep ranting. Let's go to this demonstration. Now, one thing that I will say for me, when it comes to listening to the mediums, when it comes to me listening to the spiritual readers, I don't put one over top of the other. I never do that. All right. I always look at the spiritual readers, the mediums, as teachers, and I get from each spiritual reader. So I'm not into putting this one over that one. I'm not into calling this one a liar. I'm only here to be able to enjoy each spiritual reader's gift that they bring to the case. All right. Enough of that. Let's tap into Divine Diva.
My comments in part 3. I'm the lady just now who went out there to the location to where Naziah is located. It has been confirmed again that Naziah is at 304 East Lake Drive. The railroad tracks were very significant.
Now she's saying that Naziah is at 304 Lake Drive. All right. If anybody knows where that location is at, y'all might want to check into it. All right. Let me backtrack.
It has been confirmed again that Naziah is at 304 East Lake Drive.
Once again, it's been confirmed that Naziah is at 304 Lake Drive. So if anybody knows that location, check it out.
The railroad tracks were very significant. While she drove, I used my pendulum and guided her down the tracks. When you're going up this road, there's going to be a set of railroad tracks. You're going to make a right, go all the way down. There's a homeless camp down there at the bottom of those, like by water, and it's a boat by there. So whoever this lady is, she got on the FaceTime with me, but now she's not answering my call. So I decided to go live and just let it be known. I helped lead this lady to this area, this location. She did not find Naziah, but she did. She knows the location. So I'm 111. I'm just going to put it out there. Naziah is at 304 East Lake Drive. We're going to confirm, be for sure, because I'm telling you now, I don't like to be played. I already pulled the cards. Matter of fact, let's do this. Is Naziah Harris where I'm saying, let's see. I'm gonna see if I can close up. Is Naziah Harris where they walked tonight? Okay, they walked there tonight, y'all, down the railroad tracks. Is she there? 10 of cups, 10 of pentacles. No, 2 of cups, 10 of pentacles, page of cups. I did all of this while this lady was on the line. She won't answer me now. So I just said, forget it. I'm finna go live. I just helped this lady get the location to where Naziah can be found. She is by a homeless camp. In this homeless camp area, there is a boat. I don't need to sit here and make a plan with nobody to figure out where this girl is. I helped her figure it out. I don't know what she plans on doing, but she did not answer my call. So again, I'm live. Definitely showed her where this girl was. Is she near the camp that the homeless people are staying at? Now, this is all I did while I was with this lady. I put it in my notes, but well, my assistant has it in the notes. But is she near the camp the homeless people are staying at? Two of Swords, reverse. King of Swords, reverse. The Moon, reverse. Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Swords with the Eight of Cups, reverse. And the Empress, reverse. You got another yes. This girl is over 304 East Lake Drive. I'm not going to stay on here for too long, but anybody, okay, this lady is not going to take this information and not, she talking about, we not telling the police, we not telling the FBI, why not? What? Why not? Some seems weird about that. I pulled cards on that lady and said, do not trust her. The lady said that she had dowsing rods. I'm going to tell you something. Nobody can tell me that they're gifted. I see it myself. She definitely has a gift, but that lady uses it for not so good. My cards told me not to trust you, lady. If you watching, my cards said it. I don't trust nothing but my cards. My cards are my spirit guides. People say I don't need my cards. You don't have to tell me. I know these things. But Naziah is at 304 East Lake Drive. I'm about to pull up the map and I'm going to show everybody exactly what I'm talking about. So with the pendulum, I just helped this lady locate the area of where exactly to look for that girl. You will not take that information and keep it between why would we keep that between us? Why would we do that? I'm curious. That was so wrong. But anyway, we don't have to talk. We don't have to do none of that. We don't have to keep nothing a secret. That's not cool. So let me see. I'm going to pull up my maps and I'm going to show exactly. But the hardest part about this address is that you cannot see exactly where she's at because it takes for you to walk down. Let's see. It takes for you to walk down the tracks. You have to walk down the tracks. Okay, this is Frog Island. Let's see.
So she's given the address. She's saying you got to walk down the tracks. She's saying it's Frog Island. Now, once again, y'all, I'm just a content creator that brings y'all content. This was brought to my attention. So, Kenya says, I'm going to check. Appreciate that, Kenya. Once again, y'all, if you have had a dream about Naziah or the case, and if you would like to share that dream with us, please feel free to click on the link. This demonstration is for you all. If you are a medium, if you have a gift of spiritual reading, and if you would like to come up on my panel, click on this blue StreamYard link. Once again, this demonstration is for y'all. All right. Now, Queen says, didn't Rain of Fire say the same? Q says, told you Frog Island. Said that in November. Kenya says, nah. There's no way she is at Frog Island. Nope. I see you, Sama. Shauna says, why you say no way, Kenya? I see you, Corey. All right. Appreciate the super sticker, Peaches. I see you, Capricorn. Appreciate the super sticker, Peaches. Soft Cookie says that address is in South Lines, Michigan. It's about 50 minutes away from me. Okay. So you know where it's at. All right. Appreciate the super sticker, Peaches.
And this is, I'm going to let it just go ahead and post because I'm sorry. We're not doing that. .304 Westlake Drive. If anybody knows where that is, it's on Frog Island. Hold on, let me see. I'm not getting no comments. I don't know why is anybody commenting? Because I'm not getting any.
Tootie says, no, that address is in Yipsy. I'll let y'all worry about all that because I don't know myself. Kenya says, I got River Road. Smurf said, hey, why not check anyway? And that's a good point. Why not check anyway? Because I feel like at this point, and it's just my opinion, I just feel like every lead is a possibility. That's just me. Shauna says, I thought it was East. Shauna says, shaking my head. Tammy says, I just vision her coming through that court telling what really happened, wishful thinking. How many of y'all dream the same as Tammy? Drop a one. Drop a one if you visioned Naziah coming through the court to the court and telling what happened. Drop a one.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Tartar. I see people now. Okay, I see y'all now. Oh, I can hear y'all now. But I was talking to this lady, y'all, and I helped the lady with my pendulum find out where this girl's body was. And I'm just like, when I called her back, my phone died, and I called her back. She didn't respond. I'm like, wait. But before we got off the phone, I wanted to ask her, why are we keeping this between us? She's like, don't tell nobody. People want to go, make money off of it. Ma'am, that sounds like make money off of it, saying don't tell nobody. Some stuff don't make no trust. Ma'am, that was dead ass wrong. Dead ass. You might as well block me. That was so wrong. This is not a competition.
And let me just stop it right there, y'all. And I will come back to her. It's not a competition, y'all. It's really not. For the mediums, for the spiritual readers, for the content creators, for the subscribers, it's not a competition. Kiwana, Mo with that. It's really not. My bad. I put street instead of drive. Shoot, my GPS not even giving me a location in Michigan. So, once again, y'all, if you are a medium, if you are a spiritual reader, if you may have had a dream, Now, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. And for me, I've been covering the case for a little over a year now, I believe. I think it's been over a year. And I had my days. Some days, I don't want to cover it no more. Then other days, I do be like, I need to talk about Naziah Hers. It's a lot. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a lot. I see you, Candy. It's a lot.
This is not a competition.
Now,
I'm about to show everybody exactly where, as far as visionary, because I cannot show y'all physically.
Now, this is what I will say, y'all. And since I got you in the chat, Kenya, I want to clear this up. Kenya says, I'm definitely going there because that's where her clothes was found. All right. Give me 1 second. I'm seeing North Hydro Park and Ypsilanti when I pulled up that address. Now, let me just ask you this, Kenya, why I got you in the chat, so we could just clear this up. When I had you and Kiwana on my panel, and Kiwana said, Kenya, won't you tell them where you took Naziah? You put Naziah in the truck. Kenya, was she lying? Or did you put her in the truck? Let's nip this in the bud right now. Was Kiwana lying when she said that to you, Kenya?
That man, you can't. It's like you can't really trust nobody. I should know these things, though.
Kenya says, now why would I ever do that? Kenya says, that whole lie, and more lie. Now, all I'm going to say, because Kiwana loves to keep Shank Rock's name in and out of her mouth on every demonstration. You might want to tell everybody why you lied on Kenya. Everybody has been waiting for you to answer that question, Kiwana. You even said, because they asked you about, is you going to speak on that when you do your platform? And you said, yeah, I'm going to get to that. I'm going to talk about that. And you never talked about why you said that to Kenya. Please leave Shank Rock alone, Kiwana, honestly. Please. Because one thing you can't say about Shank Rock, you can't call me a liar. But as we see right now, and everybody in the Nazaria Harris sector has been waiting on that right there. Please leave Shank Rock alone. In fact, you should leave all the content creators alone. Honestly. You should not be worried about no content creator because you told a bold-faced lie on Kenya. There it is right there. You want to talk about Shank Rock? That's something to talk about Shank Rock about. I'm done with you, Kiwana. I'm done. Now you can keep on saying Shank Rock all you want to. I'm done. Just leave me alone, please. Let's go about your business and leave me alone. It be a demonstration. You be talking about other people. Don't even got nothing to do with Shank Rock. You won't even say the names of the person that you talk about, but you got to say Shank Rock. And I'll be like, goddamn, everybody know who you talking about. Won't you focus on saying that person name? But you gotta say Shank Rock. And I let it slide. I just kept letting it slide. But you just keep putting my name in the mix. Now, that's your 5 minutes of fame. All right? You can't come for Shank Rock. I keep telling y'all. You can't come for me because I'm straight. Now, address that. If it's anything, address that. Thank you, Kenya. I'm gone. I'm done now.
So, let's see. Frog Island Park. I wish I had somebody to help me, but I don't have it. The area looks like this. It's down. I kept hearing down. So, hold on. We're going to have a hard time maneuvering, so let me take this to the right. So, it's in Ypsilanti, Detroit, Frog Island Park. The area that she is in, it's in the bushes. When you're walking down the tracks of this address.
Now, and I'm not sure, but I do believe that remember when Bree was up on the panel with me, and y'all have to correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all know my mind ain't as sharp as it used to be. But wasn't that card? Y'all remember the card that Bree showed? Wasn't it similar? Drop a 3. Drop a 3 if the card that Bree showed was similar to that. Drop a 3. Drop a 4 if it wasn't. Kenya says there is nothing there. We searched it. Okay, Kenya. Okay. Royal Queen says, yeah, Bree said it. Okay. She's saying Frog Island, but it's near there. Just listen to her. Okay, Lola. Okay. So I'm going to just let it play, y'all. I see you, Shelly. I see the chat. All right.
Down. So hold on. We're gonna have a hard time maneuvering. So let me take this to the right. So it's in Ypsilanti, Detroit, Frog Island Park. The area that she is in, it's in the bushes. When you're walking down the tracks of this address, you look down and you're going to see a bunch of bushes that look just like this. She confirmed, my pendulum confirmed this area 3 times, my pendulum and my card.
Now I will say this, y'all. I will say this, Kenya. When Bree, when they went out to search the area where and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, when they went out to search the area for Kata Scott, they, I believe, walked past where her actual body was at, and then they went back. I believe Bree told them to go back. I'm not sure, but Shank asked Kiwana where her receipts at that Kenya put Naziah in her truck. Who's that talking in the video I just got on? This is a medium by the name of Divine Diva Tarrant. And I'm not going to run her whole demonstration because I want her to get all the traffic. So Shauna says, I'd go look again. Something may have changed since you look. Okay, I see you, Yvette. Sonia says, Bree's card was the first thing that came to mind. Wow, because that's what came to my mind, Sonia. You know, like I said, my mind ain't sharp like it used to be, but that right there, I said, damn, that looked like what Bree was showing in her card. Yep, they passed her the first time, then found her the next day. Right. You are right, Shank. And things could be missed. It doesn't hurt to double back. She might not have been there at the time. Remember, she was being moved. This is the young lady I was talking about. She seems to be on point. And a lot of people have vouched for her. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll run her content because a lot of people had vouched for her. A lot of people was sending me her video and people was in my DM telling me, Shank, you got to check her out. So I was like, okay, I'll check her out. So a lot of people vouched for her. I see you, Tanika. Shank, I thought it was Yipsy, but it is River Rouge. Okay. At this point, you're looking for remains. And Aunt Bree said there was something of hers to be found. I do remember Aunt Bree saying that there was something of hers to be found.
Now, I'm trying to get the exact address, but for some reason, I'm not getting it on here. I don't know why. Hey, Auntie, you need a wipe? Absolutely not. .304 East Great Lakes. There we go.
And Bree did say she was in the water. Now, I do believe that this medium mentioned something about the barrels. But I do know Bree did mention that she was in the water. Make sure y'all hashtag justice for Naziah. as well as hashtag justice for Nazaria Harris, and make sure we are dropping purple hearts and pink hearts. I see you, Gigi, got the juice. Something tells me her sneakers are still there, at least one of them. And that could be true as well, Sonia. When you type that address and it pulls up the white pillars, and when you turn the camera around, you'll see the big burrow and tracks. And that's true. That's true. Sure did. Bree said she was in the water. Davita says she's in the burrow. Alma says she by the water, not in the water. All the readers keep saying the same things. And I will say that, y'all. I see you, Erica. Lady says, tell whoever go there to take Shank's dub. See, there she go, y'all. There go Lady. Y'all won't leave Shank Rock alone. But Bree and I think Rain of Fire and somebody else mentioned something about the Doug. The Doug. So leave me alone, Lady. The Gemini says she's in the burrow in that water. Now, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, water is definitely in the mix. Water. It ain't funny, Lola. Now, Candy, it ain't funny. Y'all leave Shank Rock alone.
All right, here we go. Stay with me now, because I ain't going to be on here too long. All right. The address is 304 East Great Lakes. This is the street view of the area she's going to be in, right? There were barrels that we got. That is a barrel. The big barrel in my part 3. If you are in my part 3, you'll see the big barrel. And I'm sorry it took me so long to get it.
So, I see you, Log. Chrissy says, I had a dream about Nazaria. She showed me where she was. It was alive you did with 2 ladies, and they stated all the things I saw. Now this young lady had the same pictures I was led to in my dream. I was thinking the same thing. I believe everyone on point, everyone not going to be saying the same thing. Everybody is getting the same things. Water, burrows, tracks, fence. Everybody not wrong now. Please search again. And that's why I gotta say about the mediums, about the spiritual readers. Bree and Q is not the only spiritual readers. Rain of Fire and the ones that we know. There are a lot of mediums, and they have all been saying the same thing. Maybe not saying the exact same thing, but come on. Girl, yes, that had me on the edge of my seat. I've said the same. Rain of Fire said the same thing this lady is saying right now. So, come on now. If you look up North Hydro Park, there is a huge lake there. So.
But when you go up, you're then going to see the railroad tracks. Very important, because you're going to turn here. When you turn here, there goes the barrel that it's nearby. It's back here. When you walk down these tracks, there's going to be a down part that's going to have a boat and some water. That is exactly where she can be found. Again, I cannot get back there, of course, but this is the industrial area. There goes the power supply. Everything in my readings, if you have seen my readings, you will know. But before that lady decided to do me wrong, I was gonna let, her go ahead and share the information, but she said she was not gonna tell anybody, or let's not tell anybody. And I don't understand what that means. Believe it or not, I feel like she could be family of theirs, their family, probably trying to find a way to keep me away from, you know what I mean? Like, don't know. I don't know who to trust with this type of situation. But when you're driving up East Great Lakes, railroad tracks, walk down these tracks. I don't know how did they even, nobody even saw this. I mean, I feel like cars can pull up in here and then maybe they walk the rest of the way. Hold on, is that a car? Wait a minute. Is that a car? Oh. But walk all the way down these tracks, y'all. Okay. This is my part 4. I literally, if somebody wants to share this information with the FBI that lives in Detroit, you are welcome. But I'm not going to let that lady tell me not to say anything. Naziah Harris's body can be found.
My bad, y'all. Hold up, y'all. So much going on. Hold up, y'all. I get it back. Hold up, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'm coming.
Okay, y'all. She's back there.
My bad.
So this is going to be a very, very short.
I don't know where I left off at.
Is that a car? Oh. But walk all the way down these tracks, y'all. Okay. This is my part 4. I literally, if somebody wants to share this information with the FBI that lives in Detroit, you are welcome. But I'm not going to let that lady tell me not to say anything. Naziah Harris's body can be found, or her remains can be found when you go down this railroad track. Again, there goes the big, hold on, where's the big barrel? There goes the big barrel. She's near the big barrel. She's back there, y'all. She's back there. So this is going to be a very, very short video. I'm trying to reach at least 30 minutes. Hey, yeah. I was just like, my intuition, I know like who to trust and who not to trust. I kid you not. And this girl, this lady hit me up in my email. She's in the comments too. But she said, we're going to find her and this and that. And I was like, okay, well, cool. You know, something told me to watch out. But, you know, I really didn't think much else of it. I went ahead and called her anyway. She was in the area. She drove around. I used my pendulum. The pendulum pinged here for Naziah. And before I sit here and because she told me, I just felt weird. She told me, do not tell nobody. That's one. Who the hell are you to tell me at the age of 41 not to tell nobody?
And I can pretty much, ask everybody, who do they think this lady is? And everybody gonna say the same person. You can go to the next platform. You can go to all the platforms in the Naziah Harris case, and that content creator can ask their chat, who do y'all think this lady was that was telling her this? Everybody in everybody's chat is going to say the same person. Huh.
Sorry, but I don't, you know. But she told me, do not tell nobody. She said that we're going to come up with a plan And I was like, what? That don't even make sense. So whoever this is, they could have been doing it for a money grab, or whoever this person is, they could have been doing it to deter me from actually sharing this information. So just in case, I'm sharing it. All of the proof is here. If you go back and watch my part 3 and 2, I want to say 2 and 3. Well, my part 3, I didn't get to show y'all the area. This is the area. I put the address in the description. Again, Rain of Fire brought the address to my attention. While Rain of Fire was looking at the address, I read the energy. I got a yes here. Okay. Barrels. So, yep. She was going to just put y'all together. I don't know. I just felt weird because when I tried to call back, I got no call, no answer. And then my spirit started feeling weird. So I pulled some cards and I was like, should I? I always use my cards for confirmation. Hey, pretty face. So, and she was like, well, I don't like when people try to do certain things to get views and this and that. Well, I'm not doing this to get views because I'm going to tell you, I didn't even know the baby's birthday.
Who that sounds like? People trying to get the views? Who knows? Huh?
I'm just now learning her full birthday. I was not fully invested in this when it happened. I literally just was called to do it out of nowhere. That's how you know it's a calling. I was not invested in this Naziah Harris case. But I have literally been doing a lot of true crime lately. I feel like this is my calling. I've been accurate thus far. There's the big barrel. The water is back there, y'all. You can't see it. And the reason why it's saying that there's other bodies back there is because there are homeless people who live back there. It's saying whoever the person is, the spiritualist, I saw other body too, but it's not bodies, guys. It's actual people. It's actual people that are sharing this space with Naziah. When the lady was driving, she said, tell me when to stop. She was driving up this way. She kept driving. And as she got closer, I heard railroad tracks, railroad tracks, railroad tracks. So as she's driving, she then sees the railroad tracks and she turns. Hold on. They're up a little bit more. Yeah. She sees the railroad track. She turns. I passed it up. Well, she didn't turn. I think she said she was parking in a parking lot. So I think she showed me this lot here. Cross the street. Naziah Harris is down this way. You cannot get there with this map, of course. But I'm trying to show y'all exactly where this girl is. Everything checks out in my reading. And when that lady walked to that area, y'all, physically, she walked to that area. Naziah Harris was swinging my pendulum as a no the entire time.
Lady, leave me alone. Lady says, I see you looking around, making sure you're in the room by yourself. And y'all gonna leave Shankrock alone. Go ahead, lady. Leave me alone. Y'all ain't right.
And then the next thing you know, it starts swinging really, y'all. If y'all see my mediumships, I asked her to confirm the closer the lady got. She said closer, and then it starts swinging. So we stop and we're looking around and she's looking and she's turning the phone. To the left, there's white stacks. It's industrial stacks. It's they're funny shaped, like all together. But then when you look over on the other side, it's a wooded area. But when you go down, it's a down area. That down area, there's a homeless camp. Naziah is in that area, guys. For some strange reason, I feel like a lot of people, this is exactly where Miss Ware, Alexis Ware, around homeless people. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why they feel like homeless aren't gonna, I don't know. But Naziah Harris is at 304 East Great Lakes. Railroad tracks, make a right. Go all the way down until you see white stack building or white stack industrial looking thing.
Let me come to my chat, y'all. Let me come to my chat. Y'all drop y'all comments. And once again, if anybody want to come up on a panel with me, feel free. Come on, y'all, drop y'all comments so I can read them. But she seems to be on point. And like I said, a lot of you all vouch for her. A lot of you all sent this to me. Sexy Boss says she tells the truth. Everyone, I feel it. Let's go. I'm ready to search. 304 Lake Drive. So this ain't Shank. So everybody you know, this what was sent to Shank. And I'm just reacting to it. That's it. Radiant Jules says, I believe her. So you probably need to get you a house dog to let you be safe. Hey, lady, leave me alone, lady. Leave me alone. Radiant says, it is worth trying. I see you, Miss Veig. I'm in Chicago and willing to definitely come there and bring baby girl home. Rain the Fire said that same area. Can you put the location? I think she is spot on. Let's get this baby some justice. I see you, Mel. If this is the case, that means Naziah never left Ypsilanti. And if y'all need a place to come together, go ahead and figure it out in the chat. Or if y'all are following each other on social media, figure it out, and I'll let everybody know where the time and date and where y'all gonna meet up at. Don't be laughing at her, Shauna. I see you, Jacqueline. So Toya says, boots on the ground. I see you, Veronica. Shauna. And if I don't know if y'all have been seeing it, but Naziah's spirit been all through here. Kenya says Naziah was back in Detroit. Remember, his sister saw her. My only thing about the sister, Kenya, and you could correct me if I'm wrong, the sister never identified Naziah. The sister said that King, and you probably know more than me, Kenya, but the sister said that King told her that was Naziah. The sister never said she saw Naziah's face. She always claimed that she didn't know who the little girl was. But I could be wrong now. Yeah, let me know. I'm ready. My boots on the ground. Get a search team together. I wish I could help search. I thought his sister saw her before they even went to Ypsilanti. She said she saw a girl, remember? But she could never identify Naziah. She had to wait for King to tell her that was Naziah. That's what I got out of it. But maybe what I got out of it is not correct. But that's what I got out of it. Like, for me, it would have been a different story if Jarvis's sister would have said, Yeah, I seen Nazaya's face. Yeah, I knew that was Nazaya. But she could only go off of identified Nazaya through King. Y'all help me out. Is that the same thing that y'all get out of it? Or do y'all get something out of it? So if she couldn't identify Nazaya on her own, then it may not have been Nazaya. It could have been any little girl. Because can we trust King? And y'all can help me if I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing something different. But that's the only way Nazaya was identified to the sister was by King. Now, can we really trust King? She says someone tell the authorities about her live. That's the actual, okay, 304 East Great Lake Street, River Rouge, Michigan. Aunt Bree says she wants to be found. She gonna be found. Here's my opinion, y'all. In the year 2026, Nazaya Harris is going to be found. Whether the person that's responsible for her red rum tells where she is located at, I do believe this is the year that Nazaya Harris will be properly laid to rest. I believe this is the year that her remains are found. Candy says exactly. I bet Kiwana won't go put boots on the ground. I see you, Ellen. What will it take for the cops out there to feel this information is appropriate and cause them to search that area? Good question, pretty face. But we know that when it comes to the cops, we know the cops could give a damn. I'm just going to be honest. And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Cops don't care. Corey says, sure did, Shank. The sister saw her before they went to take the car back. You correct, Shank. I see you, Tammy. I thought it was before they went and she was not sure it was her. So yes, what you're saying. Okay, just want to make sure. They need some Dougs out there. In my opinion, his sister definitely knows Nazaya. Nazaya been around in Clinton Township at Shannon House. And that's what I was always under the impression of, Virgo. She claimed she didn't know who Nazaya was. Come on now. Come on. You with social media, you never seen a picture. You never seen a video. You never seen Nazaya. Come on now. That's your brother. That's your brother. Can we trust his sister or King? That's what I'm saying, Shauna. But let's get back to Divine D.
And go down into the bushes near some water. You'll see a boat. One of the homeless looked like they were living in this boat. That's significant. Power supply, power line. All of that is right there. The lady went, but she went. That's why I'm a little shocked, because their circumstances. Yes, see, pretty face. That sounds about right too. They said while they were there, they saw two homeless people standing around. And what did Rain of Fire say? If y'all know Rain of Fire's content, if you did watch, she said there's two other people there.
And that's the same thing the other mediums has said. Q, Bree, and others. Appreciate this membership, Radiant Jewels. Radiant Jewels says, thoughts of Nazaya kept me awake many nights. Appreciate that. I see you, Fofo.
They're alive. You heard it here first, y'all. I don't know what this lady ended up doing. I don't know. She might have wanted to do it for the money. I don't know, y'all. But I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I helped that lady find the area. Now I'm showing y'all the area I helped her find. The pendulum pinged right here. Down the railroad tracks, near some white industrial smokestack We heard it here first. I'm telling y'all, like, I don't know why this, like, I feel really, I don't know what's wrong with people. People are so greedy around this time, maybe. I don't know. But she was talking and she was, she seemed nice. She seemed cool. She had emailed me and she was like, you can use your pendulum and you can tell me and I'm going to drive down there. Y'all. She did drive down there and the energy gave me right down these railroad tracks. There go the power supply thing. There's more down there if you go down there. Like, I'm not sure what her aim was, but that's the least I could do is share this much information. I'm not there. I can't get there. She said that she wasn't going to say anything to the authorities. Maybe she wants her own time to shine. I don't know. I'm not hating nobody. But yeah. If anybody else wants to know, if there's authorities watching, if you want to share it with the authorities, I might even do so. I'm going to get my spirit guide's advice on it and see if I need to do that. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know who this lady was. I don't know who this lady was, but I know that whatever it was, it was almost like a I guess it was personal gain. I don't want to say that because I just met her, but it just didn't feel right because what happened? The lady fell off the line, y'all. My phone died, and then I texted her and was like, my phone died. I heard nothing, but I know not to trust people that do a lot of talking. I know that, but damn. I'm going to show y'all again. Let me make sure that's the... Yeah. Back here, it's in the back, y'all. I wish I could. I can't. I'm trying to get it so close to where y'all can see it. I don't even know how they got back there with the car. It's all the way back here. I wish I would have. I don't even know how they did this, y'all. I don't even know how bitch ass and his girlfriend did this. But somebody said he crashed his car. He might have hit something right here or something, you know. It's a lot of bricks and broken ground here. It said broken ground. Again, in my car, it's not nurtured, broken ground. When she went back there all the way to the back, she saw the boat that was in my reading. We saw the power supply. We saw the industry plant. We saw the water. We saw everything. It is back here. .304 East Great Lakes, but right here is pinging 188 East Great Lakes.
So, what are y'all thoughts? I did drop the link. If anyone want to join me on the panel, feel free to click on the link and join me on the panel. So, what are y'all thoughts? Ms. Gemini says, I said that too. This is bigger than we know. And that's what Vari had said. Remember? It's bigger than what we know. Shauna says, so she's back there looking. I hope she is found. She's going to be found this year. Whether it's Jarvis letting the authorities know, whether it's someone that played a part in it, I do believe, this is my belief, I do believe that Jarvis definitely knows where her remains are at. And some of y'all might say, but Shank, you don't believe Jarvis red rummed her. Right. I don't believe that he read rum to her, although I do believe he knows. I believe he knows. Facts. I believe so too, Shank. All glory to God. She said Nazaria was in Ypsilanti near water, said Jarvis had to take a boat to get there. Now that threw me off because I never heard that. She also had a pendulum. There were a few things that since Lady was legally adopted, if that's true, whom was Nazaria's biological grandparents? What is the deal with Lady's biological mom and father? Even if Lady's parents were credible, trustworthy, I believe it's been cleared up that Lady is Miss Annette's biological daughter. I think that was some of the things that people was just throwing out there. I do believe, and Kenya can correct me if I'm wrong, I do believe that that was just thrown out there. Because y'all got to remember, a lot of things was just thrown out there at first. But it was brought to my attention from family members. I believe Kenya has, of course, cleared it up. But Lady is, in fact, Miss Annette's real daughter. I believe that too. I believe he's going to tell on the other players involved. Facts. I believe that too, Shank. Rest of the real family may have taken Vari and Nazar. Because see, here's the thing. It's crunch time for Jarvis. It's crunch time. And the wheels to this roller coaster, the wheels to this truck is about to go flat. He don't got that much time, okay? Kenya says correct. So Lady is not adopted, all right? Lady is Miss Annette's real daughter, all right? But I just think where we're at now, I do believe that Jarvis is getting ready to come clean. He got to come clean. There's nothing else left. There's nothing else left. You know, that deal, that 40 to 80 years was letting Jarvis know you got a way out. You know what I mean? We got a way out. Now, how you want to carry this? And this is just how the courts work. This is just how the courts work. They will offer a deal. They'll throw a deal and it can go either way. They could throw a deal at you if they don't got enough evidence. Or they could throw a deal at you when they do got enough evidence. It just depends on the circumstances. And each case is different. So we got to keep in mind, with the 40 to 80, they might not have a strong case. But then again, they might do have a strong case. But see, it's like any game. You got offense, you got defense. It's like ping pong. It's like tennis. In ping pong and in tennis, what? The player serves the ball to the opposition. Now, once that ball gets served, then that player that the ball is served to, they gotta respond by hitting the ball back. See, so the state of Michigan, they served. Okay, Jarvis, what you gonna do? Now you can't continue to remain in silence, even though you don't gotta take the stand. That's his right. He don't gotta take the stand. But he got to come up off of something. He'd be a fool. Let me explain this to y'all. Jarvis Butts would be a fool if he didn't take some kind of deal. And I said it before and I'll say it again. Jarvis Butts is definitely guilty of inappropriately touching Nazaria Harris. He's definitely guilty of that. Ain't no way he could get around. You got all these witnesses that's coming to court, And I can promise you all, every witness is going to at least testify to some kind of inappropriate touching that they witnessed, even if it's no more than they to say they seen Jarvis hugging Naziah as a husband hugs a wife. I seen Jarvis put his tongue down Naziah's throat. Them witnesses, y'all see the spirit? How many of y'all just seen the spirit? Come right here. Drop a 5. Drop a 5 if y'all just saw the spirit. So he got to step up and say, damn. Damn. Because if he don't, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen to Jarvis. And I'm going to tell y'all who's going to be the one that's going to put the dagger in Jarvis. And I forgot to mention this in a previous demonstration. We got to remember, and if y'all are not in tune with how many innocent black men that Kim Worthy is responsible for sending to prison, do your homework. Kim Worthy is responsible for sending multiple innocent black men to prison. And that's the advantage that the state of Michigan has over Jarvis in this case. So Jarvis got to take that in consideration. I'm telling y'all, if it's nothing else that convicts Jarvis, if it's nothing else, I'm telling y'all, it's the underhand, dirty tactics that Kim Worthy is known for. I know a lot of y'all love Kim Worthy. I get it. But if you're truthful, you know what I'm saying about Kim Worthy is facts. Now, of course, on an appeal, but we all know how long it can take for an appeal process. We all know how long for an appeal to go through. 10 years, 20 years. That's the big joker that the state of Michigan has over Jarvis Butts. Kim Worthy is known for sending. I don't know about white men. I don't know about other nationalities. But she's known for sending black men to prison that's innocent. If I'm lying, I'm flying. So Jarvis got to take all these things in consideration. Like, damn. Shit. So he got to take a deal. He got to take a deal. I put some money on that. He got to take a deal. Some of y'all might say, yeah, Shank, his ass got to take a deal because he's guilty. But it got to be proven. And with Kim Worthy in the mix, he got to take that deal. He gonna have to take that deal. And that's where we're at. And I'm telling y'all, even if he takes the 40 to 80, but see, this is how he's going to work it. And I ain't giving him no game. He already knows this because y'all know how people gonna be. See, I told y'all Shank was for Jarvis. Jarvis is a seasoned vet. Jarvis is a convict. This ain't Jarvis' first rodeo. So Jarvis already know. All right, 40 to 80. All right, I got a sweeter deal. Let the state know that if they give me a better deal than that, I'll lead them to the remains of Naziah Harris. I promise y'all. I promise y'all. Y'all could debunk it all y'all want to. But I promise y'all, that's Jarvis's deal that he is going to take. Watch when it play out. Let me take a few comments, then we're going to get out of here, y'all. Yep. Detroit's conviction rate is 61%. This lady is on point. Very true. Jarvis going to jail for life. 5 of swords in a conflict and outer noise getting to her and experience loss. Then she effed up maybe her kids, etc. because the moon card. Hidden truth is coming out of the dark, the confirmed by the moon card. That's right. I agree. In the school police department. So true. Okay. King going 2. Shannon is going down with the plan, hoping the truth doesn't come out. Damn. 6 of swords. She watching. Transitions not in her favor. Shadows of the past coming to surface. That's going to be the deal. Oh, let's not forget CPS. The truth is going to come out. I bet Shannon or no one getting away with this watch. What I see, yes, he's going to prison for a long time. However, I see him committing suicide, and that's a strong possibility. You know, that's a strong possibility, Shaylin. He's going to jail for life, but not alone. This is crazy. All go to hell. And before I leave, we're going to end it off on Shannon. And I was going to do this demonstration, but I was like, it ain't really no need for me to do this demonstration. But the beginning of the Nazaria Harris case is when Shannon said about Jarvis, if society can give Jarvis another chance, then so can I. That was the beginning. And that alone, we don't got to talk about nothing else when it comes to Shannon. That alone is why everybody except maybe one person or maybe 2 that won't come for Shannon, but that's why 99% of the people is on Shannon's head. How dare you take Jarvis, a known inappropriate touching, a serial inappropriate touching. How dare you bring him around your niece? If you wouldn't have never brought Jarvis around your niece, if you wouldn't have never brought Jarvis around, Nazaria Harris would still be with us today. And that's why we won't let up off of Shannon. And that's why we're not supposed to let up off of Shannon. And I got news for every female out there that's watching this. If you are a Shannon, and if you bring a Jarvis Butts around your family, you is a piece of shit. It ain't no way around it. You is a piece of shit. But Shank, God said love thy neighbor. Yeah, he said love thy neighbor. But he did not say bring an inappropriate touching man around your family. Yeah, Shank, but God said forgive. Yeah, he said forgive. But he did not say that it's okay to bring a Jarvis around your family. See, a lot of y'all know scriptures. A lot of y'all can quote scriptures, but a lot of y'all don't know the meaning of scriptures. And it's because the ignorance of the scriptures is the reason why we get in these predicaments. Because we'll use the good Lord, we'll use the Bible We'll use scriptures to justify our foolishness and our dirty thoughts and our dirty deeds. If I'm lying, somebody shut me down right now if I'm lying. And that's why we're where we're at now. Shannon is the beginning of the Nazaria Hurst case. And you know who is the end of the Nazaria Hurst case? Miss Annette. Jarvis is not the end of it. Jarvis is the middle. Jarvis is the middle. Miss Annette is at the end because Miss Annette knew about the middle. Miss Annette knew what was going on. And she never shut it down. And that's why we go after Shannon and Miss Annette. If you got a problem, if you don't go after Shannon and Miss Annette, you are at the beginning with Shannon and you are at the end with Miss Annette. The rabbit hole is about to get exposed, y'all. I'm about to blow the rabbit hole out the water. And you're going to be surprised who else is down the rabbit hole. You shouldn't have never fucked with Shank Rock. That's all I'm going to say, y'all. You shouldn't have fucked with Shank Rock. You should have left me alone. Now I'm about to blow the rabbit hole out the water. Watch who comes out of the rabbit hole. Look, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Salute. I will leave the chat running and you all can hang around. Salute everybody.
I want to say like maybe a 3-minute walk down she took. Jarvis baby mama car, he gave her car back wrecked. Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, look at all those bricks and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I can't really close in on it because I'm not supposed to be. That's why I said it's so hard. It's not a long walk. I'm saying that because I was on FaceTime with the girl. It's not a long walk where she is. It looks like a long walk, right? It would appear. That's what they said. A person would not even think. You wouldn't think that's a long walk. Who would dare, right? That's what it's made to make you think. If that's what you're supposed to think. She is near an industry plant. This is the industry plant. I'm going to tell y'all this much. This is what I think, though. When he did have the opportunity to get out there, if you look right here, hold on, I'm going to move up a little bit. It's a little road you could drive through, like somewhere back here. I think it kind of led to like right back here somewhere. It's a little road you can use if you're driving. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe he did smack something, but there goes the barrel. It's on the other side. Well, not even on the other side. It's parallel. But on the other side is a white industrial little, yes, very deserted. But when I pulled the cards on the area, it said yes, but it's beyond the fields, which meant my cards was like, okay, we feel the energy, but it's beyond what you're looking at. That is beyond the fields. Walking down those tracks. That's the only way you're going to get there. If you drive up this little area. See that little road? That's what I'm wondering. You see, we don't know if that road will take, you know what I mean? We just don't know. Are there numbers? Hold on, let me go down. Let me go back down. I thought I seen like a Q or a... (9-8C), is that a 9-8C? Oh, it says corp. That I don't think that's a number. I think that's a word. No, there's no numbers. It's a name. Something corp. Something Oil Corp. Rain and fire touched on a black gate, and I found it on East Great Lakes. You found it. It's on. I'm telling y'all, she's right in this area. The best way to get to it on feet is to go through the railroad, past the rail, down the railroad tracks, not past, but down the railroad tracks. See that little road there? Maybe, I don't know. Hold on, there it goes. It's like a road that take you off back up in there. You see? That might be the road that she was talking about. It's the girl. Y'all, I don't know why she didn't treat it with urgency like I thought she would. It's covered slightly with grass so it doesn't look like a road. Exactly. She's back there, y'all. I should have, you know what I should have did? I should have recorded the lady or something. Believe it or not, she's probably, going to go back there, but that's what the Holy Spirit. This industrial road, it's on the right-hand side, down the railroad tracks. I'm going to show y'all again. You can't really see because you have to walk down there. You can't see nothing. You can't see nothing. It looked like a long way, but I promise y'all, it's just a couple of minutes, man. It's right down there. I want to say at least, hold on. Can I close up a little bit? It's not the white little things, but I feel like those are new, but it's right back there. It's like a couple of minutes of a walk. And then when you look to your right, it's a hill that goes down, water, like a puddled area, tents. It's hard to miss because people live there. I don't think so now. They're not watching these videos. It's too late. Like the moving and stuff like that. I kid you not. It's justice is closing in too close. Because the thing is, they would probably run into somebody looking for her if they were. If they know that somebody has the location, all they can do is pray. Because if they try to go move her, people know the location. Why would they go? You know what I mean? I feel like that's who that was I was talking to. I don't know. I don't know. She seemed like a really nice lady. She emailed me. I said, absolutely. She said, we are going to find this girl. I'm going to show y'all the email. But she seemed nice. And even now. But I'm just shocked. Like, where did she go? Body of trees? No. Power plant, water, boat, homeless people camp. And you'll know exactly where you are. On the right side, turn right off of East Great Lakes, down the first set of railroad tracks you see, and go all the way down until you see white industrial smoke stack building or big stack little set of whatevers with the fence. And then another side, there's a black fence, exactly what she said, but it stretches across a long way. And then like past that little fence, there's a way you can go down in there and you'll see a tent. Literally, it's a tent in there. 2 people live in there. It's not hard to find. It's not people that are dead. People saying it's dead people. They're not dead people. I saw them myself. They are alive and well, walking around down there in them little areas. 2 people. You think so, Nene? And maybe that's why it keeps getting moved. Who knows? But I believe it or not, though, the homeless people, I think they will want more money. They're offering like $2,000 to find the baby. I thought maybe they not no more. I don't know. She's right down here, and the reason why I know because that same puddle that woman when she showed me on the camera, that same puddle was right there.